drags are!
As if we don't have enough problems. Everyone talking about some ancient curse on the land. Last thing we need is to have to worry about corrupted as well. Well, isn't that grand? People starving in the streets, everyone whispering the sorceress Medea's cursed us, and now tidings of evil. Pfft, what's next? Look, the Speaker of the Winds is in charge. Talk to him if you like. But don't expect some kind of welcome banquet. Corinth's gone from feast to famine. Ask 5 people, you'll get 5 theories. Some say we've been cursed, others blame the local druids. Don't make a damn bit of difference if you ask me. Go see the Speaker in the town hall if you want to gab any more. That bastard loves to talk. After that, I suggest you be moving on.
Calling for patience will not suffice at this point, Francis. This is clearly a curse.
God dear, Satvik, your penchant for exaggeration never abates. More superstitions about the witch Medea. Infuriated because she didn't get a wagon load of coin and fruit.
This is precisely what she threatened if we failed to send tribute.
That was over a century ago, and I've told you already, we sent the damn tribute. These rumors are drivel, spread by the druids, no doubt.
Rumors or not, we have no choice but to venture out and try to salvage what we can from the farms.
I've heard enough for today, Elder Satvik. Let it rest. It's not like anyone's going to die of starvation on this infernal island.
The people of Corinth are suffering, Francis. Becoming lost. If you don't do something, I will.
Ho-ho! A fresh, healthy face with a spark of hope in your eyes. That's what we need around here. Less of this moping about and finger-pointing. Elder Satvik goes around preaching curses on every corner. If he keeps it up, he'll cause a panic. How about some good tidings, for once? Ugh. See now, why spoil our pleasant conversation with such dark business? You're new to Corinth. You should check in at the inn, yes? Put your feet up. Whatever you do, please don't go worrying everyone about the corrupted. I'll deal with that problem when it comes. Or Elder Satvik will. He seems to enjoy it. Oh, by all means. See if you can help the man come to his senses before he worries so much he falls lost himself. Good luck. You'll need it with Satvik.
You see this poor wretched thing? A month ago, my friend Winston here baked the best bread in Corinth. Now, this is his fate for all eternity. The lost, we call them. And their numbers grow as ours dwindle, all across WINDSWARD. Even with this demoralizing display, the speaker chooses ignorance. He brushes off any suggestion the sorceress Medea's cursed us. That's a long and sordid tale. Suffice to say, Medea hasn't been seen here in decades. But Corinth pays regular tribute to the sorceress. Of course, the speaker insists the tribute was sent and that the druids invited this disaster. Either way, the situation is dire and growing worse. I prefer not to recruit a newcomer for such a dangerous enterprise. But the truth is, if we don't salvage what we can from the farms, starvation will bring more lost. But please, before you do anything else, check in at the inn. Take what time you need, and then I'll be calling a meeting in the tavern. If you're inclined. Thank you. Nice to speak with someone not miserable or insane. There's another newcomer. A rather feisty young woman. You'll likely see her at the inn.
Welcome to the Southern Breeze. May a gentle wind always guide you home. You wish to check in? Now, this is a pleasant surprise. 2 new customers in one day.
Where have you been hiding? I was afraid I'd have to go back to the beach and search for you. Not that I wanted to stay here, mind you. This hamlet's ready for a bloody wake. Problems? I've raided tombs more lively than this place. I don't plan on hanging around here long. Not when the winds are shifting the way they are. It's bad business. I managed to sell that loot we collected. Never let it be said that Grace O'Malley doesn't pay her debts. Here's your share of the coin. I think you should get to spending it. There's a trading post here. Not exactly thriving, but you could at least get yourself some new clothes. I'm telling you this as a friend. You smell like something that washed in with the tide. Well, there you have it then. You can always count on your pal Grace to give it to you straight. Go on to the trading post and get yourself some gear. Then meet me in the tavern. Must be at least some action over there. We'll see, won't we?
Even on AETERNUM, civilization is built on a foundation of lies. Together, you and I can tear it down and rebuild.
I've met stately noble gentry and shipwrecked men of 20. I've met souls from ancient memory, found in sagas and dusty tomes. I've seen ghosts and fiends and horrors, met knights and bold explorers, as I've wandered every corner of this island we call home. Let's go! Keep it together! Dig in! Woo! Come on now! I've met kings of earthly nations, seen the gods of all creations, tasted wine at every station, from sands to misty moors. But the partings that we weather and the memories we treasure are the souls we've lost forever on AETERNUM's forgotten shores.
Well, there's a pretty little ditty for you. Some romanticised notions of AETERNUM, I'd say. Grace O'Malley won't be calling this place home, I'll tell you that. The real tragedy of Corinth is there's no way a girl can make some quick money around here. This elder Sattvic fellow came in, trying to rally folks to go out and salvage crops from the farms. But he offered no reward. Poor bastard didn't get a single volunteer. Went out on his own. Barkeep says he'll probably become a soulless lost himself. That'll be the day. I'm no farmer. And besides, I caught wind of a pirate hideout not so far from town, thinking maybe there's some loot there. But you're the hero, right? Just like old whatever his name was at the beach. If you want to give a hand to old Sattvic, I'm sure he'll make use of it. To the farms north of town. He was practically begging folks to go with him. So I'm sure he'll be damned glad to see you. Like I said, I'll be seeing you around. Long as you don't go losing your soul somewhere. Here, I can't believe I'm even saying these things.
Everyone needs goods, don't they? Sadly, we have none to spare. And it's not just food. Everyone eats, of course, but folks need timber, stone, and leather as well. Tell that to the annual tribute. That last collection was a kick in the nethers. Our stores have shriveled up like apples in winter, and it's not exactly safe to go collect more, is it? Timber got stone and leather, after all. Folks need homes, clothes, and shoes. We have a little food left, but could always use more. Honestly, anything you could bring back would help. Except dung. We got dung aplenty.
What is in the spheres? A weapon? A treasure? Something more sinister? The excavation crew should have found out by now. Where have they gone? Pardon me. I was mostly thinking aloud. Just north of here, there's an ancient tomb with strange fears around it. We sent a team of antiquarians to investigate, but they have yet to return. I would greatly appreciate that. But be cautious. The ancients wielded powers we don't fully yet understand. My team are rigorous note-takers. If you discover any of their journals, please collect them. Best of luck.
When was the last time you truly stood in wonder of the world? There is glory in the morning dew The sun's kiss on our cheeks is more warm and gentle than any lover's lips. More people around here would be if they glimpsed the glory of wordwood trees. Their beauty is transcendent. If you find someone who is down, take them a wordwood sapling. They contain the sparkle of starlight in their branches. They mirror the viewer's intent. If you pause and appreciate them with true wonder, they'll shimmer the lights of heaven back at you. They will hold your intent and reflect it in response so others may feel that same awe in kind.
Hey, look at this. Something approaching an actual stockpile. I haven't seen that in months. Keep up the good work. We have other empty spots where goods should go.
A new face? I haven't seen you around Corinth before. I suppose it falls to me to tell you about our current troubles. Wouldn't want you to go around uninformed. There's trouble with the tribute? I hadn't heard that. I was talking about the lost overrunning the farms. Something happened out there. It's not safe to leave unless you know how to defend yourself. A solid start. But you should also learn how to make weapons. No blade lasts forever. Here's some ore to get you started. Then, you should try to make an iron sword. Now, let's see your handiwork. Impressive. Quite impressive. Either you've done this before, or you've got a knack for it. We could use someone like you in Corinth, should you decide to stay.
The scene here is unthinkable. A month ago, the most flourishing fields in all Aeternum. Now this. The druids were such gentle people, and now they're these lost swarmancers, destroying the land. I hope so, because we need it. We must get the windmills going again and then recover any sacks of grain that remain untainted. But the lost swarmancers and withered are everywhere. You're a brave soul, my friend. I'd protest if the need weren't so dire. Look for any farmers who need rescuing and bring back any sacks of grain you find. And for your own sake, be careful. Well, it's not as much as I'd hoped, but it's certainly better than nothing. This grain will keep us fed for a few more days at least. With the windmills turning again, at least there's hope for the future. Did you see anyone out there who hasn't become lost? The druids, the farmers, surely someone remains. I know many fled, but it's strange that I've heard no first-hand accounts of how it happened. Your confidence seems matched by your skill, so I welcome the help. Indeed, if you rescue anyone you can find, we might be able to get some answers. Good thinking. This farm produced a bountiful crop of fruits and vegetables as well. The fields are cursed now, but there are crates of food that have already been harvested. Go on then, I'll wait here.
Oh, where has my zeal gone? I used to be thrilled to tend the crops, to share my food with others, but now it feels empty. Seems like I've seen all there is to see, done all there is to do. The light in the stem, it looks like it's dancing. Oh, is it responding to my voice? That's cheeky. I couldn't take this from you, but you should keep such a wonder safe. Take this.
What are you doing here? How did you get past the wizard? Oh, Bless you, my friend. I felt my hope fading away. I almost became withered.
Shh! They'll hear you. And believe me, we don't want that. Thank you. My family, my farm, are lost. I'm the only one left.
What a mess. Nothing in my studies prepared me for this. I came looking for the other druids and somehow I got a bit... surrounded, I suppose. It is. Oh, well, I would have figured it out soon enough, but thank you nonetheless. Meet me at the edge of the farm. We should talk. How did the farms deteriorate so quickly? It just doesn't make sense. Transforming druids into swarmancers. That's not human magic. That seems like the magic of the island itself. I've only just returned from completing my druidic studies at another warren in the north. Whatever happened here, I missed it. It appears all the other druids fell lost from one day to the next. If I didn't know better, I'd say this is some kind of curse. Not likely. I've never heard of anyone who could snap their fingers and turn people lost. If such magic exists, I'd like to know more about it myself. Do you know the history of this region? Well, I'm something of an expert on WINDSWARD. It's a bit of a tale, but I think it'll help you understand. 2,000 years ago, cataclysmic wars between AETERNUM's earliest civilizations ravaged these southern plains. The sorceress Medea came to WINDSWARD in the war's aftermath, determined to restore this land. Though the ancients were gone, Medea had learned many of their secrets. She channeled Azoth to create the verdant gemstones. These would shield and heal her new domain. The elder druids arrived centuries later to discover what had become a bountiful land. With Medea's blessing, they tended to the plants and animals, and WINDSWARD flourished to new heights. But as centuries passed, the sorceress developed new ambitions, seeking to claim realms previously beyond her reach. The verdant gemstones were left in the druids' care. This would now be their garden, their responsibility. But the wrath of the angry earth struck soon thereafter, and the druids were hopelessly outmatched. Medea returned with a fury, purging every last baleful sprig, rescuing WINDSWARD once more. For their failure, the druids' exclusive claim was rescinded, and settlers came to Corinth. Medea demanded a tribute for her continued protection, hiring the Iron Rose mercenaries to deliver it. Now, it seems, something has gone awry yet again. I return home to find our land suffering, and my fellow druids with it. Druidic blessings turned to curses, bounty turned to famine, and life withering away. No hope in sight. I realize that sounds a bit dour, but it is the truth of it. The question now is, what's behind all this mess and how we go about cleaning it up? Not intentionally. It certainly didn't turn out well for them, did it? But it's possible some unfortunate effort to bless the land went astray. Ah, that blowhard speaker of the winds is pushing that theory, isn't he? Buffoon. At least we have Elder Satvik. It's good of you to help him. I commend your attitude. I'm sure whatever you accomplish with Elder Satvik will be worthwhile. I do hope we meet again. Until then, fare thee well.
That, my friend, was most impressive. These vegetables may make all the difference. I spoke to the farmers you rescued. They said you also rescued a druid? What did she say? She must be an initiate. They train up north. Perhaps she can help us make sense of all this. I don't think the speaker's on the right track. Not at all. The speaker insists he sent Medea's tribute, which means it would have been carted off by the Iron Rose mercenaries. They're supposed to be protecting these farms as well, but I haven't seen hide nor hair of them. Yes, they were hired by Medea herself to protect and transport the tribute, but the town had engaged them for security as well. I haven't seen a single member of the Iron Rose company since this whole thing started. The Iron Keep lies to the northwest. If you can go and find out about the tribute, it may help us solve this dilemma. I should get these goods back to town where they're desperately needed. Good luck!
I've spelunked caverns of the ancients, crossed the sands of brimstone by foot, and yet the world is still closed to me. I found no answers, only more questions. What is the point of searching anymore? To what end? Oh, what odd flora. It appears to be calling out to me. I've forgotten to be present for nature's beauty. Thank you, kind traveler. Take this as a token of my appreciation. Keep your light shining. Every day is the same. The same walls over and over. The same woes. There is no splendor. I want to feel excited by life again. But everything has lost its color. What is this? It's remarkable. The light and the branches. See how they shimmer. Has the sky always been so gorgeous? I couldn't tend to such a marvel, but perhaps you could. Here, take this pot. Keep it thriving forever.
You survived! I was beginning to worry. What did you find? I had feared that may have happened. Thank you for your efforts. I'll inform their families. The secrets of AETERNUM yet elude me. But still, I feel as if we are on the verge of a breakthrough.
I see smiles on faces that were once dour because of you. To know that even one person breathes easier because of us is to have succeeded. I hope you remember that whenever you look on the potted saplings. That is true magic. That's exactly right. Gods be damned. To be present for another human being is to share in their divinity. To be kind is to perform miracles.
I don't understand. My comrades were hardened soldiers. Tough bastards, one and all. We've all died a time or two. What soldier hasn't on this island? How could every one of them have become lost? We heard the farmers' cries and rushed to help. But the beetles were on us the moment we emerged from the garrison. We fought bravely. But when my comrades began to fall, I realized they were returning as lost. It makes no sense. The Iron Rose have steel spines and iron resolve. We don't despair. Ultimately, I also fell beneath the blade of one of my former comrades. I was too shocked to fight back. Yes, but I can't be the only one. I fought alongside these soldiers against impossible odds. And now they become lost fighting some damn bugs? Sergeant Cawthron, tough as Orichalcum. He must be here somewhere. Would you do that? I can't bear to face my former comrades. Not again. Find Cawthron, then meet me at the Iron Keep to the west. I must report this to Commander Merrill, though I dread doing so. Don't forget to set yourself a campsite. If you get in over your head, it's a safe place to go back to.
Commander Merrill dives under the Minotaur's blade, dodges left, weaves right, and plunges his sword into the heart of the beast. Oh! Sorry, I didn't notice someone was near. I was training to join the Iron Rose Company. Stalwart bastions of valor they are. I don't have a copy of the creed. You look like a hardy adventurer. Could you swing by their camp and borrow a copy for me? Thank you. I've seen it posted near the encampments. Maybe multiple pages. I know I'll have to meditate and learn discipline, but that's difficult without instruction.
It's over, man. It's all over. Everyone's fallen lost. And they're trying to make me lost too. I may already be turning. Oh, oath be damned. I quit. I'm done. You didn't see. Sergeant Cawthron took an arrow and she turned and tried to bite my throat. That's it. I'm done. I quit. Out there? No way, no way! They're everywhere. I've seen those soldiers fight. They'll tear me apart. I need... Is there really a way out? Okay, you can do this, Gideon. Just close your eyes and think good thoughts. Are you sure? Never mind. That's it. I'm going. I'm just gonna stay here a minute. I think I spoiled my armor. Go on. It's better if we travel separately.
You're back! I had heard that many of them became lost. I was worried about you. Thank you so much! I'll study this and memorize it. Someone has to carry on their legacy. I'll make myself worthy of the name. With study and dedication, one day I'll be worthy. The creed says valor is a beacon to those who've lost hope. Let your blade shine a light in the dark. I agree. Problem is, I don't have a sword, and Iron Rose soldiers ought to have an Iron Rose blade. They are very specific weapons. Can't be crafted by just any old smith. That'd be marvelous. I've hit enough sticks against tree trunks. I swear, the forest is starting to glare at me.
What a relief to see you again. I'm afraid that the same curse that befell the garrison has struck the Iron Keep as well. It's swarming with my lost brethren. What did you find there? Is this Sergeant Cotteran's armband? I can't believe it. The fall of Cotteran the Red. Never thought I'd see the day. Of course, this day is not like any other. The Iron Keep has fallen to darkness. Something, or someone, clearly brought a curse on us. It could be, but I can't imagine why. We've delivered her damn tribute for more years than I can count. It makes no sense she'd turn on us. Although, Cotteran was on the rotation to escort the tribute this season. And if she was still at the garrison, well, I don't know. There's only one way to know for sure. The staging area is inside the keep. Either the wagons are there, or they aren't. Now listen, I want the truth and to prove the Iron Rose didn't fail in its duty. But I can't raise arms against my fallen comrades again. Not yet. You've got metal. I'll give you that. You'd have made a fine addition to the Iron Rose. If all this hadn't happened. But yes, go look for the tribute. And search Commander Meryl's office too. He managed correspondence with Medea, so you might find something. I'll head to Corinth and see the Speaker of the Winds. Meet me there after the keep. There's a shrine nearby to speed you on your way. Good luck, soldier.
By order of the Speaker of the Winds, I'm writing to inform the Iron Rose Company that the City Guard will be escorting the tribute to Medea. The Iron Rose is relieved of the responsibility for this season. I will be escorting the tribute myself, so you needn't be worried for its security. Guard, Captain Dupont.
I do not need your excuses, Commander. The tribute for the season has not arrived on schedule, and, as you well know, this is a breach of my contract with the Iron Rose and with the town of Corinth. Whoever holds the title of Speaker of the Winds these days, they should be reminded of the consequences that are described in detail in the original covenant. If this situation is not remedied quickly and to my satisfaction, further reparations will be expected. I will not hesitate to visit WINDSWARD myself and personally see that the cost is paid for these transgressions. Yours in candor and quickly decreasing patience. Medea.
Vitog! Oh!
A warrior is no more noble or sharp than the iron of the blade he carries, no more graceful than the way he treats others. Oh, thank you, thank you! You truly are a friend. I'll be able to practice properly now. Trees, beware!
Ah, it's good to see you. Almost called you comrade. I'm glad you made it safely. It seems this disaster has spread all across WINDSWARD. What did you find in the Iron Keep? A correspondence from Medea. Let me see. God's blood, she is not happy. So, all this means the tribute never made it to Medea. But I still don't understand. If the Iron Rose didn't have the tribute, who did? That beady-eyed little bastard! I'll see him tarred and feathered if this is his fault. But wait. If DuPont took the tribute, this speaker would have known. This explains why he wouldn't see me. The rotten scoundrel! They can't dodge this, though. You've got proof, right? That's good. I'd join you, but I'm not sure I could resist the urge to bash their faces in. You'll do better alone.
Ah, the hero who restored our windmills returns from the field. Gratitude is in short supply in Corinth these days, but I, for one, salute your courage. Ah! As I've said countless times now, we've sent the damn tribute. We can't always guarantee the caravan's safety, as was my right. That which Medea, if she's still there, has robbed us for decades, giving nothing in return but some legend of magical protections. I sent DuPont to learn the truth. How could I know he'd be waylaid on the road? Even so, if Medea wants a war over it, then damn it, we should give her one! Of course not. The town wants to continue appeasing Medea, so I've tried. Even now, if we can recover the tribute, I'll send it. You can help. Talk to Captain DuPont. He'll give you the details.
All right, slow down, hero. We're all mad about the stolen tribute, myself included. But going out there to reclaim it won't be a walk on the beach. The pirates that hit us are a tough crew. If you want to volunteer to take them on yourself, be my guest. But I ain't going anywhere. There's a few pirate dens scattered in WINDSWARD. But it was the Buccaneer Creek bastards that attacked me on the road and took the tribute. People are saying those pirates are lost now. So that just means they're all the more ruthless. So go on, hero. Let's see how you fare against that outfit.
You don't have to tell me. I already heard. That weasel DuPont let the tribute get stolen by pirates. Never would have happened with the Iron Rose. Now we're all paying the price, aren't we? But honestly, Medea may be ruthless with those who cross her. But I don't think she'd do this, not to the entire region. It's cruel, even for her. I think the speaker and that fool DuPont are hiding something. When I find out what that is, they'll answer for it. I promise you that. Still, if the tribute can be reclaimed, it's worth trying. But going up against the Buccaneer Creek pirates, that will be ugly. Won't find many volunteers. I know you'd say that. Just be careful. Those brigands are crafty as hell. I'd come, but I've got to find someone in this damn town I can trust first. All right, I know Satvik. I'll go see him right away. Godspeed to Buccaneer Creek, my friend. Scout the camp carefully before charging in.
Things are pretty dire, aren't they? We've got swarmancers, we've got lost, and people are starting to lose hope. But I've got a plan to get everyone's spirits back up. You know what everyone loves? No dessert. Who could turn down some tasty treats? No one, that's who. I have some ready and waiting back at the farm. I just can't get to them, it's too dangerous. Of course you... Wait, you really would? A nasty abomination is roaming the fields, and there are so many withered. I tried to go back once before, but I just can't. I hate seeing my friends and family like that. Did it! You got the desserts! Oh, there will be a feast in Corinth tonight, I tell you. But first, how about we try a little here? What about it? Who needs dinner when you have dessert? A little sweetness goes a long way in times like these. It's not just dessert that will make the settlement feel better. After weeks of tough, dried meat that tastes like leather, everyone is sure to enjoy a meal full of robust flavor. I'm going to help make it. But first, I need something those pirates stole from me. They've taken bags of my best spices. Honestly, I can't blame them. My spices do smell delicious. At least those soulless brutes have good taste. I have my moments. Last I saw, they were heading to Buccaneer Creek and Mother's Tears. You can't miss the spices. Even if you miss the vibrant colors, you just have to follow your nose.
Now this is more like it. Have you seen Buccaneer Creek? There's a place we can get some proper plunder. If we play our cards right, we might liberate some of their stolen property and be called heroes for it. Ah, now it makes sense. I scouted the place and they've got heaps of, well, just about everything. I bet that's your tribute, all right. I don't doubt it for a second. But hey, if you're going, look for anything else valuable. I heard rumors of some massive gemstone. Get that, and we'll be rich. Well. Well, this was a fortunate coincidence. For me, at least. I wasn't exactly thrilled with the prospect of spending eternity in a cage, so thank you again. I had an inkling the pirates had fallen lost, like so many others, but I was a little clumsy in my attempt to verify that fact. Now we know, though, don't we? I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm curious if the pirates ventured into the nearby ruins, which is where one of Medea's verdant gemstones was placed. I must continue on to the ruins to investigate. You seem able enough to handle the pirates with some ease. I wonder if I might enlist your aid. Get yourself into the captain's quarters within the camp. I'd like to know if he has the verdant gemstone stashed somewhere. If my suspicions are true, and they usually are, this could be the cause of WINDSWARD's ills. So, check for the gemstone, and then come to the ruins. Good luck.
My head.
Captain Nut! I know we haven't always seen eye to eye in the past, but I would invite you to join me in an endeavor that will be mutually advantageous. As I know you're aware, the town of Corinth has been paying tribute to the sorceress Medea for generations. An arrangement that I believe has run its course. I know you and your crew have sought to acquire the tribute in seasons past, but the Iron Rose has successfully deterred your efforts. This season, I would invite you to make the attempt once again, with the assurance that the Iron Rose will not be on hand. In fact, you may find Guard Captain DuPont is very quick to surrender when you confront him. In exchange for your participation and your discretion, I will share the locations of the legendary verdant gemstones that we might share in their bounty. Yours in good faith and in confidence, Francis Turner, Speaker of the Winds.
Sweet success! I can smell those spices from here. The fiery peppers, the rich scent of saffron, the warming aroma of cardamom. I'll have to save some for another batch of desserts. I'd love a good hearty stew. But for starters, I'll make sure our dried meat is well seasoned. These spices will put an end to any complaints about more salted wolf, for sure.
Oh dear, you spooked me. Needless to say, I'm a little nervous wandering around out here on my own. I must complete my collection, however, whatever risk it requires. Ah, well, I am an antiquarian, Yelena Pagetnova, nice to meet you. I collect tools used by the ancients, construction tools, whatever they used to build these magnificent towers. Only I've met some resistance.
Oh, would you? Those guardians are, well, pesky. So I'd reward you handsomely. Any tools you can recover. I'm most interested in those 2 sites. Oh, and thank you in advance.
Comes from the very earth here. The Druid's charge was to keep it at bay, but we failed.
There you are! Tell me you got that emerald gemstone and bought us our escape from this accursed place.
Excuse me, but I think you have this all wrong. This is not some common jewel you're talking about. It's the key to fixing this mess. The tower there, the gemstone must be returned. It's the only way to heal the land.
Hold on there, Plant Princess. We found the gemstone and it's ours to sell. We need that coin to buy a ship.
This land and the people who live here need that gemstone back where it belongs.
There's gotta be at least some kind of reward, right? Right? Ah, so close! I was already feeling the sea spray on my face.
I'm sorry to dash your friend's dreams of wealth, but she should know it's quite impossible to leave the island. The storm wall is a force of nature. More importantly, however, that verdant gemstone must be returned to the ruins if we're to have any hope of cleaning up this horrid mess. I'm glad to hear that, especially because I'm about to ask you for yet another favour. I do hope you'll be amenable. You see, the ruins are protected by some rather overprotective guardians, far beyond what I can handle. You, however, seem to have great prowess. Oh no, I promise you I'm not just saying this so you'll help. I think you'll agree the situation is a bit desperate here, and you are capable. The verdant gemstone must be restored to the ancient shrine, or WINDSWARD will continue to suffer. I can ask around town for volunteers, I suppose. Thank you. Replacing the gemstone may require some manipulation of the ancient mechanisms in the shrine, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. I must go and speak with Sage Moira in Corinth. There are 2 more shrines like this one, and if those gemstones are missing, well, we're just getting started. Perfect. I suppose you'll want to speak to your friend here, but don't take too long. Replace the gemstone and then come to Corinth. See you there.
Can't believe it. What happened? You and I had a profitable plan before little Miss Greenthumb came along. That gemstone, you risked your neck for it. Well, when you put it that way, no, it's just... Well, I guess this means we've got to find our fortune somewhere else. I'm not giving up. I suppose I'll make my way back to Corinth and see if I can store up something. What about you? You're putting that gemstone back, aren't you? Then I'm sure I'll bump into you there. I'll probably be in the tavern. God knows I deserve a drink after all this. Come by and have one with me, why don't you?
have a gleam in your eye. You found something? Let me see. Yes. These are precisely the types of things I'm looking for. The ancients did not share our methods of construction at all. The items you helped add to my collection suggest multiple possibilities for the ancients' construction methods. Do return sometime, and we shall explore these matters further. It's clear they were capable of harnessing some type of energy to aid in their construction, but I believe there was some labor involved as well. The kind you do with your hands. The funny thing is that we still don't even know what the ancients look like. 2 hands? 4 hands? No hands? But I believe it was not the ancients themselves who did the work. It's not clear, but probably some type of thralls who served the ancients. In Amarine Temple, I've heard speak of an ancient taskmaster. If you can defeat it and bring me a piece of it, that would be an interesting find.
I'm sure we can find a reasonable punishment for the speaker. One that fits his crimes.
You're a sensible man, Sadvik. Maybe too sensible. Convince me by the time I finish sharpening this blade, and we'll do it your way. If not, I give him a taste of true suffering.
That gets my vote. There will be time for justice. But torturing the speaker will not remove the curse on WINDSWARD.
Are you suggesting we forgive his treachery?
Oh no. I support whatever cruel fate you can dream up for him. But first, we need to heal this land, so by all means, keep plotting. But some of us will need to recover the verdant gemstones. Any volunteers? That's what I expected. I'm no less infuriated with the speaker's actions than anyone else, but the thirst for vengeance mustn't distract us. The gemstones are all that matters now. I did, and she understands the urgency of the situation. The problem is that we don't even know the location of the other shrines. Moira is scouring her scrolls in an attempt to find us some answers. In fact, you should go and meet her, and see if there's been any progress. I will join you shortly. As much sacrifice as it may require, I want to talk to Elder Satvik about resuming tribute, whether the speaker agrees or not.
Well met, newcomer. It's rare to see someone who's just arrived become such a pivotal figure in Corinth, but Nessa speaks very highly of you. And with the situation in WINDSWARD more dire than it's been in centuries, we will gladly accept your help. Are you here to talk about the location of the shrines? Mostly just how little we truly know. I've dedicated several lifetimes to studying AETERNUM's history, but much of it remains a mystery. Before we discuss the shrines, I should share what knowledge I have. You might even find it interesting. AETERNUM's ruins tell the tale of a magnificent civilization that once dominated the island. Its architects, the ancients, discovered or possibly created the energy we call Azos. In the millennia that followed, humanity came from countless prehistoric cultures: Sumeria, China, Egypt, and more. They were called to explore the sea, summoned by the ancients to this island. These early arrivals worshipped the ancients as gods. They toiled under the ancients' guidance, building hundreds of monuments and towers. But humanity's savage nature could not be tamed. Wars broke out, and amid the chaos, corruption first appeared. To combat this new menace, the ancients imbued a chosen few with gifts. These heroes were granted monumental powers and life eternal. The wars raged on for centuries, and the ancients blessed entire armies. But most of the human vessels degraded into mindless skeletal warriors. Those wars ended millennia ago, and the ancients disappeared. But their haunted guardians still protect the ruins, oblivious to the fact their cause has long since lost its meaning. I believe you saw the Guardians yourself at Mirador, so you know the danger. To learn the locations of the other shrines, we must venture again into the ruins. Yes, it does. There's a monument to one of the ancients on the coast. Within it, a map is engraved with the shrine's locations. I need a rubbing of that map. While you acquire the map, Nessa and I will continue to learn what we can from these scrolls, however little that might be.
Hey!